the next few weeks, we will be talking to you about a lot of women's health issues and a lot of questions and queries all of you had about women's health. So today I'm going to talk to you about how to regularize or optimize the female hormones. An imbalance in the female hormones can lead to several disorders, for example, PCOS, PCOD, premenstrual symptoms such as painful cramping during your period, perimenopausal symptoms, postmenopausal symptoms, lack of periods. So these are all issues that happen due to an imbalance in the female hormones. So one technique which is said to regularize the female hormones is called as seed cycling. Now seed cycling is an alternative medicine or naturopathic medicine way of optimizing the female hormones in the body. Seed cycling basically is a way for you to eat certain seeds during particular time of the month, which will help to regularize the female hormones. So how do you do this? So the first day of your period is considered as day 1. From then on up to day 14 is considered as the first phase. Now during this phase, you will take in 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seeds and 1 tablespoon of flax seeds. From day 15 to day 28 is considered as your second phase, during which you will take in 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds and 1 tablespoon of sunflower seeds. Now what is the scientific evidence and does this really work? If you look at hardcore scientific evidence, there is not much evidence and no studies are there about seed cycling itself. But there are individual studies showing that each of these seeds have some kind of an effect on the female hormones. For example, your flax seeds have phytoestrogens, which is a type of lignin which has a certain effects on the estrogen levels on the body. Again, your sesame seeds also have a lot of vitamin E. Your sunflower seeds have a lot of zinc, your pumpkin seeds have a lot of zinc. So these are all substances which play an important role on the female hormone. So individually these seeds have a effect on the female hormones, although seed cycling by itself does not have any studies that have been done on it. So why am I recommending this to you? So personally, I started doing seed cycling in 2019. So it's been about a year and a half to a year and 9 months since I started doing this. And I personally have felt certain benefits in terms of reduction in the menstrual cramps that I have around my periods, the amount of bloating that I have during my periods, and also the breast tenderness that I have just before my period. So these symptoms I have found a lot of change in. Not only this, I have recommended this to a lot of my patients who complain of perimenopausal and postmenopausal discomfort, for example, hot flashes and things like that. And a lot of them have reported feeling a lot better after starting seed cycling. Now, seed cycling is not something which is a magic pill. It's not going to act overnight. It is something which you will have to continue doing for at least 3 to 4 months for you to actually feel the results. So consistency is necessary with this also. So for someone who does not have their menstrual cycle, okay, for example, someone who is in the postmenopausal period, how do they do the cycling? So people who are postmenopausal, who do not have a menstrual cycle, they can follow the phases of the moon. For example, they can start the first phase from the new moon and end it at the full moon, and start the second phase from the full moon and end it at the new moon. So why the phases of the moon? So ancient history and wisdom tells us that the moon has a lot of effect on the female cycle, and there is some amount of scientific evidence also. For example, the American Journal of Physiology paper published in 2003 has clearly shown that there is an effect on the phases of the moon directly on the pineal gland, and the pineal gland regulates the gonads. So there is some scientific evidence showing that the phases of the moon control the cycle of the female body. So the phases of the moon is one thing which you can use as a guideline for you to do seed cycling. So if there is not much scientific evidence, why should I even do it? So the thing is that trying seed cycling is not harmful, so it is okay to give it a shot. And moreover, seeds have a lot of benefits for the general health of the body. First thing is these seeds have a lot of fiber in them. They have a lot of micronutrients such as manganese, magnesium, copper, zinc, selenium, etc., which all play a crucial role in maintaining not only the female hormones but other things like the skin, hair, etc. Other than this, they are a very good source of good fats, so it also helps in the production of these hormones itself. So there is no harm in trying seed cycling, because it's just good old seeds that you're putting into your body, and there's definitely no side effects, except of course if you are allergic to any of these seeds, then seed cycling is not a very good idea. So the important things to remember here is that first thing, always use fresh seeds and grind them fresh before you eat them. So the reason I'm saying that you have to grind them is because if you do not chew them properly, and if you just swallow some of these seeds, the seeds will just pass through the intestinal tract without getting digested, and you will not reap any benefits of it because of a coating on these seeds which will not allow it to be digested inside the intestinal tract. So always powder it. If you are sure you can really grind it very well with your teeth and then take it in, it's perfectly fine. Otherwise, I advise that you grind it and then you eat it. If you do not have time to do this, you could always grind it and store it for about a week. So if you're going to store it, always store it in a cool place inside your refrigerator or in the freezer, because otherwise it can become rancid if it is kept outside, and once it becomes rancid, it loses all its benefits. So always store it in a cool place. Third thing to remember is, if you are on a weight loss journey or if you are counting your calories for now, please understand that the amount of seeds that you are ingesting either in phase 1 or phase 2 can add up to 100 to 150 calories to your daily calorie intake. So it can add up to 10 to 15 grams of fat into your daily diet also. So keep this in mind, and accordingly you organize your calories for the rest of the day. So there are a lot of benefits for seed cycling. I personally have reaped the benefits of it, so it's not something that is harmful to you. So you could always give it a shot and see how it works for you. Try it for a minimum of 3 to 4 months to see any changes. So if there's any other topic that you guys would like me to talk about, please comment below and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more such informative videos with regards to health and wellness. So take care guys, and stay safe, and we will see you soon.